feel like I'm right up on you, Kathleen, or right up on the audience, is how that makes me feel. And hopefully I can get through this. Hopefully I can talk about this, and I do want to make this short. We are live. Today, hey, I get really inspired when I walk in here, and I got a purple chair. I've got your bright white desk. It really inspires. Should be. Have you seen me? Is it low? Hey, somebody's on here.
Oh, there you are.
All right, kids, I'm live. And I'm hey, Derek Godwin, how you doing, best friend? My best buddy, Richard Schott, Dick Schott, how are you? GRT. What the hell is GRT? Do you mean GTT? Hey, Derek, when are we going to go out, hang out, get the wives together, go hang out and do something? When are we going to do that, buddy? Today, what I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to make this short. Hey, Tom Love, how you doing, my friend? I'm going to make this very short because I was around somebody this morning that was so powerful, it's made me want to come in and talk about this. Over the last 4 hours, I was just talking to Kathleen Sparkles. You see her, she's watching. Well, I know you're out of town all the time, Derek, but when you have time, we're going to get together. We're going to hang out. We're going to do something. This morning at breakfast, I was around a guy, and he is playing on such a high level. And it made me think about what level. My best friend, Natalie Bird's on here too right now. My best friend. It made me think about the level I'm playing at. Like if I'm looking at my life, I'm looking at where I am today, Kathleen. Mm-hmm. And if an arrogant person would look and say, you know what, I should feel good about myself. But then if I compare to what other people have in their life, and not that life is about comparing yourself to others, but it makes me feel like there's so much more that I could be doing. Because I'm a very giving person, and one of my dreams is to be able to give away a lot, like my buddy Derek Godwin does. One of my best friends, Derek Godwin, who comes in here and buys all those t-shirts. One day I've got a dream, one day I've got a vision that I'm going to be in a position to where I can give back to the community. I can give back to people. The reason why I like to give is there's a feeling I get from myself when I give. It is selfish because I don't really feel it. I don't feel like, hey, this person, I don't get warm and tingly for you. I get warm and tingly for me. Is that selfish? I like how I feel when I give things to other people. I like the importance. So what it led me to think this morning after being around this guy, or this girl, I'm not going to say who it was, but it made me feel like, man, you are playing so small. So what does it take to keep me in this position, in this mind frame? For me, it's my coach. It's Michael Burt. I've got to have him. Every year I've been with Michael Burt, every year there has been a stair step. I'm going up in everything. I'm going up in the way I think. I'm going up in the way in financially, there's always these increases. What would happen if I stopped? What would happen to me? I asked myself this, what would happen, because every year his bill goes up too, by the way. But what would happen if I stopped doing that? Kathleen, I'm going to have you participate in this. What would happen? Hey, Zach Messer. Hey, next year, Notre Dame is going to Virginia Tech. I'm going to that game, Zach. And I am so pumped up to get in that Virginia Tech atmosphere, by the way. So what would happen if I didn't have a coach? I really think my mind would start to contract. And even if my mind stays where it is, it's contracting because there's other people that are hungry like me that are gaining on me. They're going to push forward. So whenever you stop, hey, Carrie Ann Sear, whenever you stop learning, whenever you stop growing, you really have peaked and you start to fall back because the other people aren't. There's always going to be a group of people that are not stopping. There's always going to be a group of people like Carrie Ann Sear. Her production, I think, has doubled in a few years, and she had a very high production to begin with, and it's doubled. I mean, it's amazing what she's done. So, Carrie Ann, what are you telling yourself to keep getting to these next levels? That's where I'm at right now. This will be the best financial year I've ever had, but it's the most frustrated I've ever been. I'm frustrated with myself. I'm 44 years old and I'm not playing at a high enough level because I can't give back to things. I can't give back to people. I can't help Brittany the way I want. I can't help Nicholas the way I want. I can't help my mom the way I want to. I can't do these things. So my drive is coming from how I want to serve other people that are very, very close to me. Hey, are you writing that down? That's where my drive comes from. It's somewhere in my childhood where being an only child, getting attention, there was something about me. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it is. But some way, somehow, I feel better about me when I'm helping others, when there's an importance there. So here's what I'm facing right now. Well, I need this coach is the level I'm at, it ain't good enough. It ain't near good enough because I'm sitting and I'm looking at what all these people around me are doing. Adam Valentine. See, a trainer is a coach. My buddy Adam Valentine, he's at the MAC. He helps people get to another level because I don't think you can get to another level in fitness by yourself. Well, I need a coach for other areas of my life. Like we hired a branding coach this year. Hey, is that an adult calling you?
It's our favorite.
Lisa Progar, where are you? All you gotta do is get on here. So hey, I believe everybody needs a coach in their life, whether it's a financial coach, it's a fitness coach like Adam, Carrie Ann Sear, you're a mortgage coach, you're a coach to your clients, you're a coach to the people around you. Coaches help you get to the next level because I believe people that are coached outperform people that are not coached. So I believe everybody out here, if you want to get to the next level in your life, if you look back where you are, where you've been, what you've accomplished, how much have you accomplished? If you're not happy with where you are, if you're not happy with what you've done in the past, how can you justify to yourself to keep doing that? When can you say, hey, it's time for me to make a change. It's time for me to bring on somebody to help me get to the next level. A coach, here's what a coach does. They bring you in, and then the results should multiply. They won't just add. Like if you bring in a coach, and I think, hey, Cousin Charlie, aren't you in class right now? Whenever you bring in a coach and you look at the first thing people want to do is justify, well, if it's this much money a month, I've got to make that much money. Well,
maybe they're fearful.
It didn't work like that for me. I brought in Coach Burt, and my money, those numbers didn't add on. They started multiplying. The one thing you can't bankrupt is what you know. You will always be able to make money off what you know. So this year, we gave Robert Sislow a Grant Cardone a big check. Big check. I was scared to pay somebody that much money to teach me really how to do that. That's what he taught us, Kathleen, is how to get on here and brand ourselves. It was a phenomenal. But you know what? I am no longer scared to invest in myself. The payoff may not come right now. The payoff may not be in the next 60 days. It may not be in the next 90 days. But if I look back when Coach Burt first started coaching me, and now I'm looking at my numbers, I'm scratching my head. He is why that happened to me. Now, what he's taught me, you know what, let's just say if me and Coach break up, he's no longer my best buddy, okay? I'm no longer coached. I know all this stuff, but he helps me get to the next level. So what he's done for me, it's been good, but it ain't what I need from him in the future. I need him to stay with me so I can keep. I honestly, I'm a very lazy person. I'm wired to be very lazy. I don't want to say that to where anybody can hear me, but for me, hey, I don't know if you can see my shirt. For me, it's easy for me to kick back and relax. I need a catalyst. I need a thunderbolt. I need somebody that wakes me up and says, man, you've got so much more you need to give. Your mom should be either on a houseboat or in Florida. And I feel like, hey, that's my duty. That's my obligation. That's what I should be doing. Brittany Renee, although Brittany Renee's so independent, she don't need me financially. But I want to be a security for her to where she can do whatever she wants. Coach Burt is the bomb. He is the bomb. He has been, I'm telling you, so much of here's how I look at that. Whenever you're reaching your potential, and I'm going to get off here because I don't want to take up your whole morning for all the thousands of people that are sitting here watching me. For me, my potential was like a fire. how does a fire start? It starts with that's right. It was very, very small. And hey, Brent Long, my good buddy, the golfer, did your wife dress up like a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader last night?
Actually, she did.
She should have. So here's how I look at potential, Brent Long, and you can talk about this. It's like a little fire. Okay, you find it's very hard to get it going. It finally starts, and I used to think the flame is what was hot, but that ain't what's hot. It's underneath the heat that's rising up. It ain't the flame itself. So your potential is like a fire. It's hard to get it going. It was hard for me to get going. But over time, as I kept feeding it, it was getting hotter and hotter. Guess what's hard to do with a fire after it's been going for a while?
Keep it going.
It's hard to put that damn thing out. So for me, I'm sitting here and I don't think about things about where I could, what, if I do this, what, I'm tongue-tied for the first time. Whenever I'm looking at doing things, I'm measuring if I don't do this, what will happen to me? What's going to happen if I don't do this? So that's kind of what my potential. So now whenever I go somewhere, if I go on vacation, really everything is for me about self-improvement. Everything I do, I'm always trying to do that because again, that's that fire I've started. So everybody out there, if you're doubting yourself, if you think you want to do something, or if you want to make an excellent, hey, Richard Neese, our favorite realtor from Coleman, Alabama, has joined on here. If you feel like there's something you want to hit, ask yourself, can I multiply that number? Can I multiply it by 10 times? Can I multiply it by 5 times? So I don't think you can do it on your own. I never could do it on my own. You need somebody that's helping you push through things. And you need somebody that can help you see something that you can't. And that's what a coach has done for me. And today, I think there's so much that you can get free on YouTube. There's so many people out there that are dying to get your attention. I think all you got to do is follow one of them. That's right. Hey, everybody, tune in to Real Estate 101 today at 1 o'clock right here. Thomas C. Davidson. Here's what I'm going to talk about today, Richard Neese. Deal fatigue. Do you know what deal fatigue is? Falling asleep? Huh? The longer things go on, the harder it is to make deals happen because so many things happen. So today we're going to talk about deal fatigue in real estate. Time is always of the essence. People change their minds so damn fast, don't they, Kathleen? I mean, what I told you 10 minutes ago could be completely different in 10 minutes from now, depending on how we think and how we feel, because somebody might show me new evidence that says, hey, you're wrong about that. So everybody, go out and find yourself a coach. Write down your goals. Richard Neese, he writes down his goals all the time. I don't write down my goals like I should. I just have I've got something in my, hey, don't forget about that GTT bash, Kathleen, putting that out there. Wednesday night before Thanksgiving, November 22, Richard Neese, drive up here from Coleman, Alabama, and hang out with us. Coach Bird will be there. Everybody, have a great day. Tune back in 1 o'clock. Please keep listening to my stuff because I'm coming from a perspective of a very half-assed person up until the time I was about 35 years old till I made a shift, and that shift definitely involved a coach. So everybody have a great day. Thank you for getting on here.